Ready? So we're joined now with head coach Dan Raymond of the Ithaca College women's basketball team, along with sophomore Grace Cannon. Ithaca just defeated SUNY Poly in the first round of the NCAA Division III tournament, 68-58. Coach, before we get into any questions, do you want to give an opening statement about tonight's game?
I think our team played really hard. I thought SUNY Poly played a good game too. So it was just a really tough physical game.
Okay. Questions? Go ahead. Fire them away.
You know, Grace, I mean, 21 points for you tonight. That was obviously a big game for you. What allowed you to kick it up a notch tonight?
I think just knowing that if we lose, we go home and our season's over, I think that fuels everyone and definitely fueled me tonight. Knowing that, like, if we don't show up, then, like, the other team is definitely going to show up. So I definitely that brought everyone together and made sure that we played well.
Matt Price, ICTV. Coach, 18-point lead after the third quarter, but then it went down to an 8-point lead with just a few minutes left in the game. How does your team make sure that that does not happen again tomorrow?
Well, I mean, it's one of the things. That's the game of basketball. You know, you hit the ebbs and flows. You know, we had a nice run there in the third quarter, and then, like I said, SUNY Poly did a good job. They came back in, they stuck with it, and hung in there, and just made some plays.
Ryan Maggie's King. Coach, you mentioned your third quarter, the team exploded in offense. What halftime adjustments were made in the third quarter?
What we did is we ended up deciding with our press to press immediately, to trap immediately. And I think we caught them a little bit off guard with that. So I think our kids did a really nice job of that adjustment, because that's not anything that we've done all year. That's the first time we've done that. So for them to make that adjustment, I give them a ton of credit.
Grace, Reed Keller, C Radio. 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Is there a process that you go through when you're up there with, you know, the shots kind of getting bigger as the game goes along, or just, you know, same momentum every time out?
I think no matter what, my dad always reminds me to just take a deep breath, and every time I just take the deep breath, I do the same thing every time, and you just practice all the time. It kind of becomes like muscle memory, and I just always remember to take that deep breath so like you just like silence everyone and you just act like you're alone in the gym.
Anyone else? Yeah, go ahead.
Carolyn Jackson TV. What adjustments are you looking to make tomorrow to go against a pretty tough St. Joseph's team?
Well, we know that you know, we're going to have to do things better tomorrow than we did today in a lot of aspects of the game. But we really haven't, you know, done much focusing on them yet. We just wanted to get through today first. So we'll take a look, you know, in the morning, go through the scouting report, and develop a game plan at that point.
Grace, one more. Just how do you feel to have so many fans here tonight? How was that?
It felt really good. Even leading up to today, all week, everyone's been really great. Fellow athletes and non-athletes. It just feels really good to be supported by the school.
Any other questions?
Coach, so the other player on your squad who also scored in double digits was Cassie O'Malley. She had 15 points, including 13 in the second half. How important is it for players like her to have a big performance, whether it's in the half or in the entire game, after a tough first half?
The one, you know, great thing about this team is you never know who's going to be the one that's going to step up. You know, for instance, you know, last Sunday it was Megan Pickell stepping up. Today it was Grace, and Cassie was Cassie. That's a typical box score, line score for her. So it's something that I think they all realize that at some point they're going to get their opportunities, and so far everybody has answered the bell when it was called upon.
And Grace, over to you. You had, as we mentioned before, 21 points. How do you carry over tonight's performance into tomorrow?
I just think staying confident will always help. He mentioned it in the beginning, right before the game started. Just know that every shot you're taking is going in, and I think that really helped today.
Grace, question for you. I know you played with 4 fouls for most of the second half. How much would it impact that plan your aggressiveness throughout the fourth quarter?
I just think it didn't affect my aggressiveness. I just think just be smart, like going for that steal in the half court, just knowing like use your hands wisely, and like I know like when I have 4 fouls, just be smart.
Coach, for your substitutions, I noticed you use like a first unit and a second unit. Is that something you want to use in the future more?
Well, it is something that we feel like one of the advantages that we have as a team is we have depth. We have players that can come in and contribute. Maybe not scoring, but the nice thing about that is, as an opponent, seeing 5 new players come on and know that you have to play against them, you know, that they just came in, I think that can be a little bit frustrating. So, you know, it's got to be game by game, and within a game too, you know, trying to figure out what's going to work best for us.
One more?
Yeah, Coach, at the end you put in, or towards the end you put in the freshman Albertelli. Did she know, or the freshman know that at any time may be called upon?
We talked to them before the game today, yes. And Lindsay is actually probably our best rebounder. So it was one of those things where Abby had 4 fouls, and Cassie had 4 fouls, and Grace had 4 fouls. So, you know, she did a good job. She came up with a steal. So she did exactly what we needed her to do for those 2 minutes that she was in.
Coach, great win tonight, 68-58. Moving on to the second round, play number 14 St. Joe's tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, Grace.
That's great.